on next door. Oh my God, dude. Some of these people, man, you know, I know a lot of you guys know about Nextdoor, the social site there for like your neighborhood or whatever. So there's a lady on Nextdoor that came on my page or whatever, and she was saying, I got a guy that charges me $75 to do my lawn, and he does a really good job. And she said that, but it only takes him 15 minutes, and I want to try to find somebody cheaper. Well, she didn't say that. She said it only takes him 15 minutes, and he's just cutting grass. It's you know, that's $300 an hour. See, things like that rub me all kind of the wrong way, because she has no idea what it takes for him to pull up over there at her house. And if I was him, well, what she was doing when she was saying that to me, you know, and she was saying that it only takes him 15 minutes, so I want to try to find somebody else because I don't want to pay $300 an hour. You know, well, you know, I told her, I said, well, I won't be, you know, I told her I wouldn't be the one for her because, and I told her this, I said, if you're counting the minutes that I'm there, I'm not going to be able to work with nobody like that. And she says, oh, well, I probably wouldn't hire you anyway. And I'm like, well, I know I wouldn't let you hire me. I said, I drop customers like you a dime a dozen all the time. I've been doing this a long time. I mean, I've seen, I said, if you're to the point of where you're telling me he's doing a great job, but and it's only taking him 15 minutes, and you're counting the minutes, then why? I mean, I don't understand. You know, you're minimizing and you're not belittling, but you're shady tree belittling, if you will. And so I came back at her and I said, well, when the AC guy comes out there and the electrician or plumber comes out there to your house to fix something or whatever, and they charge you $150 and they're there for 20 minutes for a service call or whatever, then you don't say nothing to them about that, do you? She came back, she said, well, a plumber and an electrician and an AC guy and a pool guy, since I threw that in there too, a pool guy, well, they're a lot more highly skilled than a lawn maintenance guy. Well, they're not. No, they're not. Because if I guarantee you, if I devoted the time, energy, and effort that I devote into this business, if I devoted it into any freaking business out there, y'all, it would be successful, and I'd be very good at it. I would, and you would too. You know, it's just according to what you want to, you know, how you want to spend your time and how you want to, what business you want to be in. I happen to be in the lawn care game, you know, but that don't put me on a totem pole lower than a freaking plumber or electrician or the pool guy or the roofer or whoever, the siding guy, well, whoever. They have skills. Granted, they do have skills, but not any more skills than me in my field. They have skills in their field, but you put them out here with doing what I do, and well, they can do it, but can they make a living at it? That's the issue. And I get sick of people treating us, you, I, whoever, in the lawn care, landscape business, treating us with a side eye than they do the plumber or electrician. I know one thing, it costs a hell of a lot more money to start a lawn landscape business than it does to start a plumbing business, AC tech business, or a freaking electrician business, or or pool service business. I can't think of many occupations, owner operator positions or businesses out here that can cost as much to start up as a lawn care business. A roofing business, you can start up a roofing business for $1,000. A pickup truck and $1,000 and a couple of ladders. Bam, you're in the roofing business. Everything else is your skill set, right? What you know and what you learn, right? And what she was saying was that they're highly educated, skilled people. Talking about electricians and plumbers. It ain't that they're that. It's that they're highly educated in their field, just like you and me are highly educated in our field. And I don't like the undertone of disrespect. And so me and her went back and forth at it for a minute. And then I'm in business in this area, so I was going to delete all my comments, where me and her going back and forth. And there's probably 4 or 5 of them, and they're pretty long. Y'all know how long-winded I am. But I went back on the site the next morning, or this morning, and had like 17 people, all of them commenting on my comment and her comment, and all of them are loving my comment. So I decided to keep it up. And keep in mind, I'm in business in this area, so you got to kind of be a little bit careful about social media and the way you approach it if you're on the social media platform under your business, right? And especially if you're new and you don't have an established clientele yet. See, I don't really, I don't like being rude, but I can be. And if I feel someone is disrespecting the game, the hustle, the grind, the heat, the equipment, and all the headaches that go along with being me, then I always got something to say. Always. She's belittling the 15 minutes on her yard, right? As long as the quality of work is the same, and just because they got great equipment, because the first thing out of her mouth was, he does a great job. Well, you got to kind of put that in perspective in today's day and time. He does a great job, but hell, he's only here 15 minutes. That's $300 an hour to cut grass. She's talking down to that. And I don't know, man, that just, how do you guys feel about people like that? I know if you're young in the game, you might have to swallow more of that than somebody like me. I got a lot of pride and I got a huge ego, so sometimes my ego gets in the way, and it does. But you're gonna run into people like that all along the way. I've had hundreds of people like that, it seems like, over the years. And a lot of times I'll sit back and I'll think about all the lawns that I've mowed, in the last 15 years. And like, where are those customers now, right? Because the majority of the customers that I have now have been with me for 10 years or more. Of course, you pick up some every year and you lose some every year, but I got a core group that I don't care what somebody comes on next door and says about me. Because that lady said, well, on the next door, she said, well, if any of your customers see this, you're probably going to lose them. I said, I don't think so. Because my customers that I have, nurtured relationships over the years. They know me. My customers, for the most part, and there are probably some undercover, but my customers, for the most part, want me to be successful. They want my business to grow, right? Because they know me. They don't want, to be, for me to, take a hit for them. They want. I got quite a few customers that says, do you need more money than that? Because pretty soon, if you're doing the same properties like I do, and you're as personable as I am, I'm a lot more personable in person than I probably appear on the YouTube channel, because I'm kind of a well, I'm not as hard to get along with as you might think. So, and I'm a common sense kind of guy. And you know, and I don't waste time, energy, effort, or money. And I don't waste my customers' time, energy, or effort, or their money. So they have learned to trust that. And they have learned that most of the things that I tell them on the properties comes true. And over time, you build relationships like that. And so this lady was undercoverly threatening me to post, you know, these comments on maybe Facebook or wherever. And I told her that she could do whatever she wanted to do with the comments, that I wasn't gonna, it's not gonna change nothing for me. She said, well, you know, I wouldn't hire you. I said, well, you know, I wouldn't let you hire me. I don't want you as a customer. Some people take offense to that. You're not gonna handle me any kind of way. You're just not. I'm not gonna let you do that. I got too much pride. And I do, and I know that it takes a lot to do what I do. And people see the lawn mowing guy and they're saying, well, shit, you know, I can do that. Well, you need to go buy a lawnmower and you need to do that. If it only takes 15 minutes, then why would you even hire somebody? Right? You know, again, customers not only pay for the physical part of doing the work, what they pay for more than anything is not to have to worry about doing the work. That's the most, that's the biggest thing. They don't want to have to worry about if the lawn guy's coming. They don't want to have to worry about, you know, is he going to miss this week and skip that week, and is he going to make, you know, they don't want to have to worry about all that. They pay for the fact of not having to worry about it. Just like I pay for the trash pickup. You know, I pay for that. Why do I pay for that? Well, I could take my trash to the dump. You know what I mean? That requires zero skill, right? But I had rather pay somebody to do that. Not because it takes them 2 seconds to pick up the dumpster and dump it into their truck, but because I don't want to spend my time doing that. I'd rather spend my time doing other things. And that's the same way the most of my lawn customers are. And if they're not like that, you got to kind of train them like that. I mean, I know that sounds a little bit big-headed, but you got to kind of train your customer to be the customer you want them to be. And if they're not willing to work with you and be trainable, then they're probably not going to last with me. Not that I'm special or unique, but I know I bring a lot to the table, y'all. And I know that I know a lot. And I know that I always do what I say. And I know I'm honest, and I don't have to, you know, deceive people. So, but back to the comment, y'all. I mean, I think there's been like 20 people or so that's actually commented on the comment, and they're like, I agree 100% and blah blah blah. They even, someone went back at her, you know, probably was some lawn care people like me, you know. I don't like people counting the time, and a lot of people, you know, want somebody to cut their lawn, but a lot of people can't afford for somebody to cut their lawn. This lady is saying in one sentence, he does a great job, he's just too expensive. Well, you get a $50 guy there, then you're going to see not such a great job, probably. And if they read that comment, they're not going to, you might have a hard time even finding anybody for a long term. You know, doing the lawns, if the customer is good with the money and good with the work and everything, then you want to build a relationship with that customer. You don't, you know, if a customer drops me over $5, I don't want that customer. I don't want them. If they go on social media and say, hey, he does a great job for $75, but that's $300 an hour for cutting grass, what the hell? I'm going to drop that customer if I see that. And I probably will have a customer drop me if they see some in the comments that I might make. You know, I am who I am. But you can't belittle people that are out here working hard no matter what they're doing. The trash man, the freaking the city worker that's picking up trash on the side of the road. you know, that's harder than going to the office job. So you just can't belittle that stuff, man. You have to, I don't know, be respectful when you're on a public platform. Even though you can feel like that all you want, but putting it out there and expecting, you know, the masses, the normal people, to agree with you it's probably not going to happen in today's time, because people, well, people don't like it, and people don't like, you know, especially contractors don't like people belittling or minimizing their work and their equipment or whatever, and their ability, I guess. To me, you can minimize that all you want. My number's still going to be the same, but I'm not going to let you minimize that and me want to work for you. See, at the end of the day, once you get established, and I'm not saying this for everybody, I got a disclaimer, I'm not saying this is for everybody, y'all, but what I'm saying is, once you get established, and you should be established, some quicker than others, you know, according to a lot of variables. But once you get established and you understand that you can make a living at it, and you quit whatever job you have or whatever, and you're in this is you all day, every day. This is what you do, right? And you put your heart, soul, and effort into that. And what I mean by that is you spend all your money on equipment, and you take hits along the way trying to learn how to price and how to do things. You know, it's quite a sacrifice that we make, financially, for sure. I can't think of many businesses that are owner-operator that cost more to start up than a lawn care business. If I wanted to be a plumber, I could be a plumber. If I put the effort into being a plumber that I put into this, I would be a master plumber. You know, I'm not now, but I have never strived to be, right? Electrician the same way. If I put as much energy into being an AC tech or electrician, or any owner-operator business, if I put that effort in that I put into this business, I would be successful. You know, sure, electrician knows more than me about electrical. He's devoted his life to that, just like I've devoted my life to this. You know, I mean, stupid shit, man. I don't know, man. I'm on my soapbox, and I know it's probably getting long and boring. I'm gonna go over here and look at this job real quick, like. Then I'm gonna come back here. I'm working on some of my tax stuff. After lunch, I'm gonna wire this trailer. And while I'm out, I gotta drop 2 tires off at the tire shop, because I need to get these 2 tires fixed. What else? 2 trailer tires. One for the dump trailer, and well, I need 3 tires. Damn, man. See, that gonna suck up. 3 tires, man, is like $350, man. Yeah, for trailer tires. Because well, number one, I don't have the 3,500-pound axles, but they're still, you know, expensive. I got to get a trailer tire for the skid steer trailer. I got to get a tire for a spare tire for the lawn trailer, because I used it on the dump trailer, and I got to get a spare tire for. I got 3 tires I got to get fixed. I'm just gonna buy new tires. They're all shot. What else I got, y'all? But don't let people think that you're less than because you cut grass. You got to stand proud, man, and you got to stand tall, and you got to freaking you know, believe in you. And if you can do all that, and you really love being in control of your destiny, then you'll do fine. You know, And a lot of times, and I don't mean to sound boastful or like an egomaniac, but I might be a little bit of one. Probably, I want to say 80%. Yeah, probably 80% of the lawns that I do, and the customers that, 80% of my customers, I make more money than they don't make, and they're hiring me to do their lawn. So that kind of puts it on a scale of, because people think that because you're cutting grass or whatever, that you are at the bottom of the totem pole. And really, you could be at the bottom of the totem pole, but you could be at the bottom of the totem pole being a stockbroker or a plumber, electrician, or anything. I mean, if you're not making money, or if you're taking your money that you're making and you're not reinvesting in knowledge and equipment or whatever, or you're just being ignorant with your money. There's people that's got much better jobs than what I do, that on paper it looks like they make a lot of money, but then when you break it all the way down, they ain't. A lot of times it's because of the decisions they're making on how they spend their money. It's all relative. Your quality of life, how much money you make, and how much money you spend directly reflects how much quality of life. And I don't care nothing about keeping up with the Joneses. It's irrelevant to me. It used to be. Now, now my wife, she's more about, and that's okay. She's more about, keeping up with the Joneses, or trying to keep up with the Joneses. But I have to bring her back down to earth and say, we're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. I'm not. I'm trying to live a secure life where I'm living within my means, and if anything bad happens, I don't lose everything. And that's all relative when you're self-employed. We've had a good week this week, considering, the time of the year. We did approximately $2,400 worth of work this week. Now, that's not a lot when it comes to summertime, but that's a lot and we're talking about 3 days too. So we didn't work Monday and we didn't work Friday. So yeah, that's not even 20 hours of work. Now, if I had to take my trailer to the trailer store or shop, like a lot of people may have to do, then I ain't making nothing. Because I guarantee you, for me to number one, I got to take it. Number two, I got to drop it there. Number three, I got to wait on it to get fixed, which would be probably a week or two this time of year. The downtime can really eat into your profit. Now, I got enough trailers where I can manipulate things around, but you still can't get away from the hour that I have to drive there and back to drop the trailer, and then an hour that I had to go there and back and pick it up, and then I got to pay them too. So anything on the trailers, I'm gonna fix myself, and I can fix this. I just want to find, and I don't know, I know how to splice, and it's not a problem. I can wrap it, and but I want to find some really good connectors that are industrial type stuff, where I can put this end in, and screw it down, and then wrap it with freaking tape, or electrical tape or whatever. Saran, one of you guys was saying something about saran, some kind of, heat shrink. I like that. So, there's a few things that I can do, and I'll do that. And I'm so glad I got the shop, as I can sit there and I can, being out here having to stand up, bend over the freaking trailer and do all that, hell with all that, man. I'm gonna sit in my damn Viper chair and fix it. Let's go look at this job, y'all.